Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to your beloved Duck Chess series, a variant available on chess.com, and for some reason I really like it, so I made a series about it. And without any further ado, let's get into today's content. First opponent is a guy who abandoned his first game and got minus 0.5 elo point. e4. c5. Nothing wrong so far. Bishop c4. I'll open up my bishop as well. Knight c3. Knight f6. f3. Okay, that is quite a slow move. I'll start the conflict right away. A lot of time I feel like getting to move first in Duck chess is such a big advantage. So as he has decided to make a slow move, I would like to immediately take the initiatives. d4. That blunders a bishop. Actually, I don't know, maybe he can trap my bishop in return, but even if that is the case, then I think my bishop can still buy me a few tempos. e5. I'll take. d takes e5. Knight d5. I'm threatening knight e3 d2, almost trapping his queen. His only choice is queen e2 d3, and then maybe I can bring my queen out to create some sort of checkmate. The situation is very advantageous for me. But of course he can capture. Bishop takes. Knight knight pawn pawn knight. Queen h4 check. He ignores the check. Rook over. I'll keep his duck busy defending his king, while the rest of the pieces play a normal game at the other sections of the board. His knight wants to leave the game. Fine then. Queen a4. That blunders a woman. He finally castled. Bishop e7. b3. I'll sacrifice my bishop for infiltration. 8 takes b3. That blunders a rook. Take b4, take f4, take g3. Queen e3 check. b5. And I can take his king. I guess my opponent has already quit the game at the moment he lost his queen. Unfortunately, my maidenless viewers can never understand the feeling of losing a maiden. But anyway. Second game, let's go. We get a very rare strong 1700 rated opponent, with platinum membership. e4 duck on d6. e5 and c5 are both available, but I'll go with c5. I wonder if the platinum membership teaches duck chess. I may consider buying it if it does. Knight c3. Knight c6. Bishop b5. Okay, I think my knight c6 is a mistake. Knight e5 then. I'm gonna try to trap his bishop next. He immediately retreated. g6. d3. Not very aggressive. Bishop g7. f4. Very aggressive. Knight c6. The game is very slow right now, but I don't want to spend hours editing 100 moves into the video, therefore I'll try to make more aggressive moves to speed up the pace. Or he can also do the job. b6. Knight h3. I'll develop my bishop later. Knight h6. Castle. Knight f5. Preparing knight e3. He prevents it. Knight d4. Maybe I'm not taking his rook though. This knight on d4 is too good to trade off with anything. g4. Knight h4. It's funny, but my knight is actually pretty safe. It will eventually die, but I'll let it stay there for a while. Rook f2. Bishop b7. b3. f5. He doesn't let my knight retreats. Okay, that knight is dead then. d6. He takes d6. I'll develop my queen. Bishop e2. a6. Preventing knight b5. a5. e5. Okay, so here is the situation. You see, I was playing at late night, so for some very unknown reasons, my ancient eyeballs just couldn't see my f-pawn was already defending the e4 square. Therefore from here on out I will be playing the game with the duck on e4, which is literally disabling my own duck. But no worries, it will only last for a couple of moves. Take rook f4. He is inviting me in. Looks very dangerous and my queen will probably get trapped. But of course, I'm not a coward. With such a massive amount of initiative, even if I lose my queen here, I am confident that I can at least win his queen back. Or even better, his king. King f1. Bishop e5. He took my knight. Bishop h1. I know it looks funny, but duck chess favors melee combat. Moving it closer will reduce his ability to use the duck blocking my bishop. Bishop c1. And my queen is trapped. Okay, this came sooner than I expected. f4. Take rook b1. I have no idea what rook b1 does. Bishop takes h2. Knight e4. Castle. From here on out both me and my opponent are very low on time. Big chance we are going to make a lot of blunders, because on average it takes double the time required to make a move in duck chess. Therefore we need to play even faster than normal people do in normal chess. Bishop g4. That blunders a queen. e2, duck on f3. King e1. Take bishop e5. Equal materials. My opponent has a passed pawn, but my pieces are more active in the center. His king is also more vulnerable in the center. Duck chess endgame is very tricky. Someone will probably lose on time. Knight f2. Rook d8. Bishop e2. Rook lift. This move doesn't do anything, I was low on time. King e1. Rook f4. Rook h3. Knight takes c2 check. King f1. Knight e3 check looks very strong, but I think I'll improve my rook first. Rooks are very vulnerable to the duck, better improve them quickly when we have the chance. Rook g3. Aha! I have an idea. Rook takes f2, now if I put the duck on f4, my bishop can 100% take his rook on my next move, but no, I'll waste my duck on this square instead. I'll make him waste his own duck on blocking my bishop from taking his rook. Exactly. Knight d4. And he blundered the rook regardless. I'll take the bishop first. Rook f3. Take knight d4 check. We shuffled our pieces for a couple of moves. Bishop e3 check. Oh no, my bishop. King takes c3. Knight c2 family fork. The rest of the game I only have to promote my queens. This guy still doesn't want to resign. Maybe he thinks I'm gonna stalemate with two queens. And then in this very position, I decided to give him what he wanted. Queen to a3. Stalemate in 1. But unfortunately this variant doesn't have stalemates. We have to capture the king. The game is a win. That was very difficult. Duck chess speed run today. 200% win rate.